I sold your house to teach you a lesson about respect, my stepmother sneered over the phone. The new owners move in Friday. I stayed silent because she had no idea what was coming. Dad died 6 months ago, and Rebecca immediately started throwing her weight around. Within 2 weeks, she changed the locks, kicked out my stuff, and told the entire family I abandoned her in her time of grief. The house was worth $340,000 in our market, or so she thought. She spent those 6 months redecorating, erasing every trace of Dad, turning his study into a yoga room, painting over the wall where we marked my height every birthday. She even ripped out the garden he spent 10 years cultivating. I watched it happen, said nothing, just waited. What Rebecca didn't know was that 3 weeks before Dad passed, when the cancer was really bad, he called me to the hospital alone. Son, I'm putting the house in a living trust, he whispered. You'll be the trustee, not her. She can't touch it no matter what she says or does. I thought he was just being cautious, protecting assets, until Rebecca started her games. Then I understood. Dad knew exactly who she really was. She met him when he was vulnerable, 2 years after Mom died. She played the caring companion role perfectly for 8 months. I had my doubts, but Dad seemed happy, so I kept quiet. The mask slipped 3 days after their wedding, when she told me I needed to start paying rent or move out of my childhood home. Dad shut that down immediately, but I saw her resentment growing. Fast forward to last month, Rebecca listed the house online without telling anyone. She found buyers, a young couple expecting their first kid, and even accepted their $315,000 offer. She called me that Tuesday morning, so proud of herself. You have until Friday to get your things, she said. I hope you learned something about respecting your elders. I asked if the sale was legal, and she actually laughed. Of course it's legal. I'm his widow, sweetie. The house was in his name. I let her have her moment. Let her brag to her friends about finally getting rid of the ungrateful stepson. Let her pick out furniture for her new condo downtown. She even posted on Facebook about fresh starts and new beginnings. 3 of my aunts called, asking why I was making things difficult for poor Rebecca. I told them all the same thing. Everything will work out exactly as it should. The buyers seemed like good people, so I had my lawyer, Mr. Chen, contact their lawyer privately. We explained the situation, showed them the trust documents. They were frustrated with Rebecca, but grateful they found out before closing. I felt bad for them. They really wanted that house, but there was nothing I could do. Then yesterday, 3 days before the supposed closing, the buyer's lawyer called Rebecca. I was sitting in my car outside her temporary apartment when she answered on speaker. I'd driven over planning to warn her, give her one last chance to back out gracefully, but I arrived just as her phone rang. We have a serious problem with the title search, the lawyer said. The property isn't in your name. It's held in an irrevocable trust, established 2 years ago. Beneficiary listed as her stepson. Rebecca's voice went from confident to confused. What? No, that's impossible. Check again. I'm his widow. I inherited everything, the lawyer continued. We've contacted the trustee. He's informed us the sale is void. The property was never yours to sell. You'll need to refund our $15,000 deposit immediately. Plus, we're considering legal action for our inspection costs, moving expenses, and time wasted. I heard her drop the phone. Heard her start hyperventilating. She called me 10 minutes later, voice shaking with rage and barely controlled panic. You knew! She screamed. You knew this whole time, and you let me humiliate myself. I smiled, sitting in my car. Yeah, Rebecca, I knew. Dad knew exactly who you were. That's why he protected the house 2 years before he even got sick. He saw through you. She started crying then. Real, ugly crying. Not the performative kind she used at the funeral. You've ruined me, she sobbed. The buyers are suing me for $25,000. Everyone knows what I tried to do. Your aunts won't even answer my calls. I replied calmly. You did this to yourself, Rebecca. You tried to sell a house that wasn't yours, erase my father's memory, and profit from his death. You ruined yourself. She's currently being sued by the buyers. Her lawyer told her she has no case. I'm keeping the house. And yesterday I replanted Dad's garden using the original plans I found in his study. Rebecca moved to another state last week. I heard she tells people there her stepson stole her inheritance. Some of Dad's friends who believed her stopped talking to me, but the people who matter know the truth. Dad's lawyer told me something after the dust settled. Your father updated that trust the week after he married Rebecca. He knew within days he'd made a mistake, but he was too proud to admit it, so he protected what mattered most, you and the house. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people destroy themselves. I'm living in my childhood home, mortgage-free, surrounded by Dad's memory. Rebecca's somewhere else, probably still wondering how she lost everything. Turned out, respect goes both ways.